I've worked with thousands of creators, and I have noticed that there are similar patterns in creators that are getting paid brand partnerships and those that are not. And what I want to cover in this video are kind of like those signals, those signs that tell you that you are ready to do this for real and get paid. One of the biggest indicators that I think that you're ready to get paid in this industry is that you're really clear on yourself and your content and your niche, right? If you're not clear on your content, how can you provide value to your clients? How can you support your partners? You don't even know what really you're doing. I find that a lot of creators, especially in the beginning, they want to monetize, but they don't have, clear content pillars, clear niche. They're still muddied in the water. So if you feel like you are super laser clear on your mission, the type of content you want to make, the audience that you have, you're clear on your niche, this is a great indicator that you're ready to move forward into that paid space. When you're thinking about your niche, I really want you to think about like your mission statement. What is your one-liner? What's your company slogan as a creator? And again, the reason this is important, because if you know the type of content that you're posting on your page, you're very clear. It also is helpful to tell you the type of brands you cannot work with. So having an understanding of your niche is very important in the brand deal arena. The second thing I want you guys to also understand, creators who have tested their influence and have been able to see positive results, you're ready for a paid partnership. So what do I mean by test your influence? This is actually something I've taught for a really long time throughout all the cohorts that I've done. And it's an exercise that helps you understand, do you actually have influence? So many creators want to pitch influencer jobs, but then they themselves don't even know if they're influential. So what I want you guys to do is really dive deep into your numbers. I want you to test your influence. Like for example, maybe you do a giveaway on your own page. Do people sign up? Do people click? Are people sharing this giveaway? You need to be able to measure whether or not your audience reacts to what you post and do outside of just likes and comments, right? So next time you're creating, content, think of strategies that you can to test your influence. I actually have a free test your influence worksheet. It's really in depth. It's going to give you different exercises so you can go test your influence, measure the results. This will give you a great confidence boost when you guys are pitching, because you're going to have your test influence worksheet pulled up and see, wait a second, I know what I'm doing. So it is in our free resource library. If you already have access to that, you can go ahead and log in and get it. If you don't, I will include a link below so that you guys can access this free test your influence PDF. So again, it gives you that confidence that you need to move forward in a paid partnership. Now, a huge sign you are ready to start charging, you are ready to start getting those paid brand deals, is you are getting inbound DMs or emails from brands. I look at this as leads. Are brands reaching out to you? Is your inbox getting full? Do you have brands creeping in the DM asking you for this, that, the other? Once you start to see these trickle in, ding, 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 major sign, major indicator that there is money on the table. You may be struggling pivoting that from a gifted to, paid, but if brands are reaching out, that means, these are small businesses. Remove the word brand from your vocabulary. These are small businesses or potentially big businesses. Businesses are in the business to make money, right? They're not like random people DMing you. They're people that are looking to grow or sell their own products. So as creators, you guys have that upper hand. One of the things I talk about in my negotiations program is the position of power. So when a brand reaches out to you, you are in that position of power because they know who you are. They vetted you. They looked you up. Maybe they had a conversation with their team and they're like, oh, reach out to this guy, or this girl. So when you start to see those DMs or emails trickle in from brands, this is a sign that you are ready to start having those conversations, getting the brand on a call, sending that brand, your media kit. I can't stress how important it is to not have these conversations over DMs, you guys. Please transfer them to your email. That is where the money is at. be a professional, bring those DMs to email, send them your media kit, ask the client to get on a call, get them super excited about you, and then close that deal. Send them a really solid proposal. Now, if you're interested in this whole brand deal space, specifically, what to say, or potentially like what a media kit looks like, or you're interested in getting those paid brand partnerships, I do have an on-demand free training. You can watch it whenever you want. It's available for you guys. My on-demand training, it's about an hour long. It's really in depth, but go ahead and click on that after you finish this video if you really want to take this serious and get those paid brand deals. This is huge, what I'm about to share. Okay, so if you are wondering, should you start pitching? Are you ready for brand deals? Could you really do this? Is your page alive? Are you consistent? When I say, is your page alive, like, did you post something 6 months ago, 3 months ago? I had a podcast interview the other day with a brand. We were talking about brand deals and how she pays creators. It was Jess from Guess Where Trips. One of the things that she said, when an influencer pitches her, she goes immediately to check their social. Are they alive? Do they have stories? Are they posting consistently? If you are posting consistently, then that means you have the muscle already trained in content. So then you can add that brand deal on top of it, because brand deals are work. What I see a lot with my coaching clients is we'll have creators that don't have the consistency train going down. They don't post regularly. They don't have that consistency built in. They're just kind of all over the place, but then they want brand deals. If you're pitching influence, I'm telling you, the brand is going to go check and see if you're alive. And I mean alive, like if the page is feeling relevant. You cannot be posting something 6 weeks ago and start pitching. Brands will check that out. So if you've already mastered the consistency on the content side, you are ready to start pitching, because at least you have that foundational set already down. Sometimes people ask me, Nina, I've been doing this for a month. Am I ready to pitch? So there's momentum that happens in the beginning. I am not one to say a month, 3 months. I don't like giving numbers because, again, I have superstars who are head in the ground and they can just get it done. But I will say, as someone who's worked with thousands of creators, that a lot of people give up. A lot of people give up because it's hard, because running your own business is hard. I've been doing it for 10 years. I understand how hard it is. And I think that, like, I don't say this to be mean or jaded, but I just find that many people do give up. So if you've been consistent, this also shows that you're not going anywhere. You're not going to give up. You're not at flight or risk. Why would a brand want to work with a creator who's 1 foot in, 1 foot out, right? Who has a plan B? Brands want to work with businesses who are also alive and fueling. So make sure that you are actually really, consistent in your creator side to help fuel those paid partnership sides. Now, this leads me to another point, that if you're ready to pitch, ready to work with brands, ready to get paid, is understanding your value. You have to understand your value that you're bringing to the table, so that when a brand tries to go low, negotiate, bring you down, charge nothing, all the things, that you can stand on your own 2 feet and be like, no, actually, I don't work for free. It's so much mindset around this. Creators, when they first start, they're like, oh, well, I have to build my portfolio. Says who? Now, I'm not here to judge whether or not you do gifted or you've done stuff for free. I've worked with creators with millions of followers that have done stuff for free. So again, I'm not here to judge that, but I do think that having, value and knowing what you bring to the table, having that mindset of like, actually, I'm a business, you're a business, I am helping your business. So this isn't for fun. This isn't for friendship. Creators who really know their worth internally really feel like, wait a second, I'm helping you. I'm creating content that's going to sell your stuff, or I'm posting to my community that I have built over the last couple of years, rain or shine, sick or not, I've posted, I have built. So remember that. And if you have that confidence piece in you, I think it's going to help you tremendously, because once you get into the brand arena, it gets a little intense, and you have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and really provide value for yourself and advocate for yourself. Talking about getting paid brand partnerships, knowing if you're ready, creators who know their audience, who know them inside and out. I'm not just talking demographics, where they're based, if it's a man or female, where they live, none of that. I'm not just looking at age and numbers, stuff that Instagram gives you, okay? Or YouTube gives you. We all can see the demographics. I want you to know, do you know you're human? Do you really know their psychographics? Do you know who they are? If I asked you, tell me a little bit about your person, having this idea of like, no, these are my people. I was working with a chef the other day. She was like, my audience, they're mostly new chefs or young families that want recipes, they're food lovers. Being able to really speak about your person. And why do I say this? If you know who your human is, you're going to be able to provide not only that data, but that confidence when you're talking to a brand. Because when you get on a call with a brand and they're like, so tell me a little bit about your audience, outside of demographics is what they want to know. They want to know the demographics, but if you're able to provide that data, you're ahead of the curve. So when a creator can close their eyes and speak about their people, I know my person, I know who is watching my videos, I can just name who they are, and I feel so confident in the type of people that watch my videos. I know exactly who you guys are, not in a creepy way, but like I just feel like I know my audience, and I feel so confident about that. So if I got on a call with a brand, I'd be like, this is who they are. You have to have that same understanding of your person, because when you do, that is absolutely going to help you with those paid brand partnerships. And last but not least, if you have any sort of positive data around any affiliate partnerships, this is a big indicator that you should be pitching and getting those paid brand partnerships. If you're selling on LTK or Amazon, what does that mean? It means your audience buys from you. It means your audience trusts you. It means they come to you for recommendations. Those are very powerful insights. Not only can you use these insights to build a case study to use in your pitching efforts, this will give you that confidence to show with a brand that, hey, you're worth the price that you're putting on the table. The other day I was working with an Amazon girl. She kills it every month. She creates crazy amounts of sales for these brands on Amazon through her storefront. So I'm like, wait a second, you have true influence, right? Let's use that data. You're ready to start pitching. Use that data to help you secure the deal. So if you're listening in or watching and you've had past affiliate partnerships and you have had, sales trickle through, you've seen those conversions, use that, because that is a huge sign that you're ready to pitch those brands for paid brand deals. Now, if you're a creator that needs support on this side, you want one-on-one help potentially, you want me to get in your corner, help you pitch. I have a client right now that I have a WhatsApp coaching with. I'm literally messaging her every day, making sure she's negotiating, pushing, helping her with brand partnerships. If that's something that you think would be helpful to have me in your corner, go ahead and book a call with our success manager. I'll leave her link below. She'll tell you different ways that you could work with us here at Sidewalker, for the different programs we offer, and how I can get involved in your pitching efforts and be in your corner. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're ready, if you could check off these little check signs, we went through them all. If you could say, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, you are ready. The signs are there. Put yourself out there, jump into the arena and pitch. Remember, the worst thing you can hear is no, and it's not that bad anyways. You're not going to be anywhere else, you're not going to be worse off than you are now, right? So I hope this video has kind of opened your eyes, and if you're ready, I hope you jump in. See you guys in the next video.